1 over x dx, right? So ito, sa ulado niya na to. So y is equal to 1. Antiderivative 1 over x is just ln of x, no? Absolute value plus c. Now, given, ano yung given? Yung, ano natin, this is now your general GS, general solution. Shortcut na. Just follow, okay? This is your general solution, pero sa mga solutions nyo pala, put it in a box, no? Pasensya nyo na medyo nanginginig, ang hirap sa mouse, no? So, put it in a box, your final answer, then, put the information. Para mas, kasi when I try to check your paper, I actually look for the answer first, then pataas ako niyan, no? Pataas ako. At least nakikita ko agad. Kasi minsan, yung mga estudyante magulo yung mga solution nila. So, kung hindi siya nakabox yung final answer, ang hirap hanapin. Minsan nakikita ko, alin dito yung, kasi minsan, di ba, there are instances that you are trying to simplify. Hindi ko alam kung alin doon yung simplified version mo. So, mamaya yan, I'm able to look at the wrong position or wrong side of your paper. So, much better to put it in the box. Okay, go ahead. Sino yung may question?
Sir, pwede,
May question? Sino yun?
pwede po sir palipat po sa previous slide po.
Here.
Okay. Thank you po. Okay na po.
Okay na. I will try. Mahirap kasi dito sa this presentation mag-erase, no? It will take time. So ayusin ko. Try natin para pag kinuha nyo somehow naman presentable yung ano. Okay. And then the color, no? Bread. Anyway. GS. No. We have sana tayo. So given yung x natin is 2 i.e. and then your y is 2. So let's continue solving this general solution. We have 2 is equal to ln of the absolute value of e, no? Plus this is c. So ln of e, ano nga yung ln of e natin? Natural logarithm of e, magkapatid lang yung ln of e na yan. So we have 2 equals to, ln of e is just 1 plus c. So therefore c is equal to 1, no? And then solving for the general, for particular solution, given c, we have y is equal to ln of x, no? ln of x plus 1. So this is your particular solution here. Okay? So draw the slope of field. So this is the slope of field. We try to draw it. Hindi mo naman kailangan i-draw lahat ng ganyan, no? Kapag kinakailangan. So draw ka lang siguro ng isang part, and then pangalawa, just to have reference. Then draw the particular equation. So ln, normally yung ln natin is ganito yung kanyang graph. Start at 0, almost 0. Okay. Parang asymptote siya, no? Right? And then the coordinate here is your yan yung e and this 2. Yung 2 natin is y, no? And then yung x natin is, ano yung e natin is 2.7 something, right? I just double check, 2.71, I think, 2.73, something like that. That's the value of e. May calculator pa kayo? Just always ready with you, your calculator. Okay, somewhere here. Okay, yan yung e natin. Double check nyo na lang to. 2 point something ano natin, yung e, value ng e. That's a constant value, a constant value. Okay, so that's wala na, discard ko na yun. Okay. So that's the content of our introduction actually. So let us now move on actually to chapter 2 or module 2. Is it module 2? About solving the differential, first order linear differential equation, and the homogeneous, and then the separation of variables. Okay. Saan yan? Where is that? Teka lang, hanapin ko lang muna yung isa kong wawala ata yung isang presentation. Okay. Okay, let's continue. Saan tayo? Tayo gumalaw. Okay, first order differential equation. This is in your ebook. This is your I think chapter 2, and then for you in your Brightspace module, this is module number 2. Okay. So what are we going to talk about today is about solving linear first order differential equation and solving first order homogeneous differential equation. Actually, by solving this, it involves also using separable equation. So after that, we will try to solve also separable equation. Okay. In solving a linear, narinig niyo ako loud and clear?
Yes po.
Yes
Yes
po.
po.
Thank you, thank you. Sana active kayo at nasa mood yung listening ability niyo, yung focus niyo. I understand that there are certain, especially your environment, no? It's the big thing there. So, palitan ko yung kulay ngayon. Ganito. Try natin na blue. Blue Eagles. Okay. The equation for in solving linear first order differential equation, so there are steps, no? Kailangan nyo ito simplify na natin because of course in your textbook explain nyo doon one by one. So first you have to put it in the standard form of the linear DE. So dapat nagaganito siya. Otherwise hindi natin siya masosolve. So you know last time already you can identify whether it is linear or non-linear, no? The equation. So it should be dy over dx plus piece of xy equals f of x. Your function of x, then this is another function of x, but this is the variable, coefficient variable of y, and then you have your derivatives. So this should be the standard form of a linear differential equation. So next, you look for the integrating factor, micro x. Tawagin natin siyang micro x. Tawagin natin siyang ganito, no? In other textbook, in other references, makikita mo siya na makikita mo siya ganyan, eyes of x. Yan yung variable na ginagamit, no? Or notation na ginagamit sa ibang references. But anyway, in here, gamitin muna natin si micro x, no? Mu x is equal to e raised the integral of px dx, no? Yung px natin is just, remember, this is just a variable coefficient here of your y function here. Okay, so then next we have to multiply the differential equation, this one, by your integrating factor. Just multiply it. So you distribute natin then. After doing so, you just need to check if it is this side here is equal to the differential of the differential of your integrating factor times, this is times, no? This is times y equals to the integrating factor also of f of x, which is ito lang naman yun, di ba? Parang sinubstitute lang natin yung value. And after that, integrate both sides, then simplify. Then you'll have your differential equation and solution. So let's try to give an example. Here, I have dy over dx equals, but parang may kulang, but plus lang siya. Dy over, no, this is not equal, should be plus only. Correct natin. Expired. May sagot na agad. Okay. Should be slides, no? Right. Dy over dx plus 2x y equals x minus 1. So first, anong unang gagawin natin? Titingnan daw natin kung ganito siyang form. Kung hindi, you have to rearrange. No? Kung hindi siya ganito, you have to rearrange. There are instances that your differential equation is just rearranged. So all you have to do is to arrange it in this kind of form. In this case, naka-arrange naman siya. No? Naka-arrange naman siya. Kaya no need. Kita naman na nakuha niya yung general form, which is dy over dx plus pxy is equal to f of x. Now, here, it is obvious na naka-pointer na ba tayo? Ano natin yung solution natin. Okay. So our PX here, piece of X, spread na naman. Okay, tuloy na natin kasi kakain lang yun ng oras. We have piece of X is equal to, ano yung piece of X natin? Obviously, this is 2 over X. So this is, then we're going to solve for the integrating factor next, di ba? Yung susunod natin, solve for the integrating factor. Go ahead. Sino may tanong?
Paano po siya naging false?
Sorry, X, this one. X. Okay. X. Bakit 4 yung nilagay ko? Ba yung naisa-isip na? Thank you. So this is X. Then our mu's integrating factor, obviously, is, ano nga yan? We have e raised, no? E raised to the integral of piece of X, no? dx, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is equal to e raised to the integral of 2 over x dx, right? So therefore, if we were going to continue, this is equal now to e raised to an integral ng 2 over x natin. We have here, pwede mong ilabas yung 2, no? Kasi constant yan. You have here 1 over x, obviously. We have e raised to 2 ln of x. No, hindi na natin yan. But this time around, don't put plus c there. We know that the integral of function has always, the solution has always plus c. But in this case, baka malito kayo kasi pag sinubstitute niyo later on, meron ako yung c. Yan yung manner ng pag-solve nito. Dito sa integrating factor, huwag niyo munang ilagay yung plus c. Huwag niyo lagyan ng plus c, right? Yan. Makakalito lang yan. Yan lang yan. In this part only sa differential equation. Siyempre, kapag nagsosolve tayo, standard na yon. Kapag nagsosolve tayo, we always put plus c because that is the parang yung y-intercept ng natin, equation. Alright. So if this is ln of x, so actually if we're going to follow the rule of natural logarithm, we can also rewrite this as, ito pwede natin itong ilagay dito, di ba? Exponent, no? Dito. Right? So it will be now becomes e raised to ln of x squared. Tama? Yan yung natin. Rule na yan, no? Natural logarithm. Okay, so e raised to ln x squared is equal to what? Diba kapag naka-raise yung ln, magkapatid yan si related yan si h kasi ln. So any value, alam naman natin na pag ni-raise mo yung ln of a, it is equal to a, di ba? So this will become equal to x squared. So that this is your mu of x is equal to x squared. So yan yung integrating factor natin, no? So next, anong gagawin natin? We're going to multiply the integrating factor to your differential equation. So tutuloy natin dito. So we have dy over dx, okay? Lagyan na natin multiply by x squared times dy over dx, no? Plus yun, x squared, di ba? We have x squared times 2 over x times, y, lagyan natin ng ganyan, equals to x squared, integrating factor, times your function, x minus 1, okay? So, this will become, tuloy natin dito sa taas. Mahuhulog na siya. So, pag sinimplify natin, mawawala yung isang x dito, di ba? Wala yung isang x dyan. Then, okay. Saan yung mouse ko? Okay. So we will have here, pag sinimplify natin tong equation na to, we will have x squared dy over dx plus x, 2x, no? 2xy equals to x cubed minus x squared. So ito na yung natin. Now, Anong susunod natin? We will need to verify dapat ito ay tama, no? Itong part na nandito, this one here, should be equal to this part here, no? Okay. Tama siya. So ito ba kapag, because that will be your, this is just like the checking whether this one is the antiderivative of your integrating factor later on. So which is, ano yung sunod na ano natin gagawin? The differential of the integrator factor times y, di ba? Yung sabi natin for the next step. So that is the derivative with respect to x of your integrating factor, which is, ano nga yung integrating factor natin? X squared times y equals to x cubed minus x squared, right? So this time around, before proceeding, you need to check whether this differential here of your x squared times y over dx is really equal to this one. Diba? Ito kasi yung pang next step natin. Now, verify first before proceeding. How are we going to check the derivative of x squared times y? Remember the implicit differentiation and the product rule, diba? The UDV plus BDU, remember that? So kapag mayroon kang dalawang function na dito, if you're going to derive that by implicit differentiation and product rule, so derivative of this first term times the derivative of the second term plus the second term times the derivative of the first term. Do you remember that rule in differentiation? Naalala nyo yun? Okay, so if this one, if we find the antiderivative or the derivative of this one, if it is equal to this, then you can proceed. Is it equal, do you think? So tingnan natin. First, x squared times the derivative of y, which is dy over dx, check, plus y, times the derivative of x squared, which is 2x. So tama naman, no? So ito, ibig sabihin, equal lang dito. Correct. Then just copy this one also. Kasi equal lang yan. Now, of course, by separation of variables, we have to, later pa yan. Okay, so the differential of x squared times y with respect to, is equal to x cubed minus x. Now, next, we'll have to integrate, para makuha natin yung function. So the integral of the differential with respect to x of this x squared times y, it's just, of course, this is dx. Mayroon tong dx dito. At mayroon din to dito, ganyan. Pag nag-integrate ka, kailangan with respect to x. Okay? So here, it will become x squared times y equals, ang differential nito, we have x. Ginawa nyo naman ako. We have x to the fourth all over 4 minus x cubed all over 3 plus c. Actually, may plus c din yan. So pag dilipat mo dyan, hindi mo naman pwedeng c minus c is 0. No, it's still c. No, hindi lang natin alam kung ano yung c. Kaya talagyan lang natin c. So, x squared minus times y is equal to x to the fourth all over 4 minus x cubed all over 3 plus c. So this is our general equation, right? But a general solution. But of course, we have to find for, if we are trying to look for the y, we can just what? Divide this whole term by x squared, no? Para makuha natin yung y. Kasi yun ang kailangan natin. So we will have, pag dinivide natin ito, magiging na lang itong x squared all over 4 minus, it will become x all over 3. Nakakasunod? Plus c all over x squared. Okay, so this is now your, anong tawag natin dito? Yung GS natin. Hindi naman given yung f of x, so okay din sa atin. Do you have any questions to that? So pwede na yan. Yan yung general solution na natin. Okay. Go ahead kung may question.
Sir, paano po naging yung x squared times 2xy, naging 2xy lang po?
Saan yung part? Saan yung part?
Yan po, yung
Dito?
sa may taas po pa po.
Dito?
Opo, yung plus 2xy po. Paano po naging plus 2xy po yan?
Divide natin to ng x squared lahat, di ba? Ito. Pakita ko nga dito. hold on. From dito, here, x, sige nga, lagyan ko dito. Okay? Yan, magiging na lang itong 1. Di ba? Kuha. Ito.
Okay po.
Okay. Okay na? Okay na? Sa last
Okay
step?
po.
Alright. Move on. Sige. Okay. Tingnan natin. Ayan yung sagot pala. Ayan answer. Tama naman. 1/4 x squared minus 1/3 x plus c. Dito na lang tayo mag-solve. Okay. How about this one? Try to solve it. This is your answer, but then kunin niyo muna yan. Kunin niyo muna to. You have your answer already, and then of course you have to show the solution. But then we will continue to the next topic kasi baka maubos yung oras natin dito. But just take the problem, then you can solve it later on, all right? In your vacant time. And then you can show it to me maybe next meeting or what? Okay, nakuha nyo na? So, para makaproceed tayo dun sa, sa mga susunod nating, we can give so may, but syempre hindi natin pwedeng ubusin yung oras natin for the example. Okay, move on to solving first order homogeneous differential equation. So, in here, according to this, a first order differential equation in the form of, so familiar na tayo, you are already familiar with this notation here. Ang ibig sabihin nito last time in our introduction. dy over dx is equal to the function of x comma y is homogeneous if it does not depend on x and y separately. Okay, but only the ratio of x over y or y over x. Otherwise, it is non-homogeneous. Okay. So homogeneous equation are in the form of this. So dy over dx is equal to fx over y or f or function of y all over x. So ito lang siya. Pag hindi siya dyan lang dyan, this is non-homogeneous. What are the steps in solving this first order homogeneous differential equation? First, we have to perform the substitution using your v is equal to y over x. Or v is if it is x over y and then x over, but just make use of this one first. V is equal to y over x, then derive it using just put this x on the other side. You will have y all over x, and get by implicit differentiation again, no? Vx, pwede natin itong implicit differentiation. You will arrive at this particular dy is the differential of x times v, differential of this one times d plus differential of the first to the second. Ito lang yon, parehas lang yan. Ito. So the next step is to solve the resulting differential equation using separable variables. No? Ito na yung involved dito, which will be our next discussion also. So para ma-introduction na siya ng separation of variables. Then after that, if you simplify the DE, you can solve the original differential equation in terms of x and y. Let's try to give an example of a first order homogeneous differential equation. So first, we need to determine if the following D are homogeneous. Then, if it is homogeneous, solve. Okay. How are we going to do this? Ano natin sinosolve yung ganitong, ano yung unang gagawin? I-check down natin kung homogeneous or non-homogeneous. Then we can now proceed after checking. Name Moscow. Okay. Okay. Naman natin i-rest yung ano natin, vocal cords. Let's try to check. Yung una natin gagawin is to check whether, ano yung answer, no? Ano natin kung ganyan. Check first if it is of this form here. So, paano natin gagawin yon? We can just simply, okay, try to multiply this. We can multiply this actually because we have here y over x. We need to have a y over x. So let's try to, or x over y. So in this case, pwede natin itong kunin as y over x. So we can just multiply here by 1 over x squared. Both, syempre, para yung equation na hindi na gagalaw. The same pa rin. Okay. So divide both this numerator and denominator by 1 all over x squared, so that we can have the form of y over x. So we have here 3 times y over x squared, no? Plus, I have here x, y over x. Y over x, no? All over, I have here, yeah, magiging 1 na lang yun. Okay. Cancel na yan. All right. So now here, we have the form, we can say that we have the form now already of the dy. Di ba yung kanina natin na dy over dx is equal to the function of your y over x, right? So ito na siya dito. Meron ka ng y over x dito. So this is homogeneous already. We can verify that this is homogeneous. Then we will try to substitute by let b, no? V equal to, anong ginamit natin? Y all over x. Then y is equal to vx, right? Sulat natin para mas madaling maalala natin, is equal to x dv all over dx plus v. Ito yung implicit differentiation nito, no? Parehas lang yan. Next, anong gagawin natin dito? We are now going to substitute the variables provided here. Okay. So, sabi dito, we have dy over dx, no? Ano yung dy over dx natin? Dy over dx natin is ito. So, we have here x dv all over dx plus v. Okay, equals, no? Ano yung y squared, y over x natin? That is v, no? So we will have 3v squared plus, this is just v. So this is now our working equation here. Okay. So let's simplify and look for the, we're trying to solve here is the v, of course, the dv all over dx. So first, gawin natin, let's multiply this by, para tanggalin natin, isolate natin yung, pwede tayo mag-isolate. Ano yung pwedeng i-isolate natin? Here. Yung itong dv natin. Dapat ma-isolate yung dv natin. Okay? Maka-cancel pa na muna natin to. This one here, if we're going to transfer to that, mawawala to, di ba? Okay. So, v minus v, wala na siya. So, all you have here left is dv all over dx is equal to 3v squared. So, by separation of variables, pwede na natin itong galawin, no? We will have here, so, bababa to doon, aakit yan. So, we will have 1/3 v, should be, nasa baba din yan. Yung v, nawala lahat. Anyway, ulitin natin. So, doon na tayo sa working equation natin. Ano nga yun? We have x times dv all over dx plus v is equal to, what's that again? 3v squared.
3v squared plus v po.
Plus v. Try ko na nga doon sa kabila magsulat. So, cancel yan. Wala to. Yan. At least napafamiliarize tayo. We will have x times dv all over dx is equal to 3v squared. Okay. Then we will have 1 over 3v squared dv, no? Equals to 1, yan na naman tayo. Eraser. Ba't na-erase yun lang? 1 over x dx. You can still follow, right? Tama to, no? So, binabanang natin, just rearrange the equation by separable. So, tawag natin dito is separation of variables para lang, parang pagsamahan niyo yung mga common terms. All right. So, in here, if, we can now integrate, no? Integrate both sides because we have this working equation here. So, this is just equal to, so sabihin natin, 1/3 v negative 2 dv, no? Equals the integral of 1 over x dx. So, the integral of this is negative 2 minus 1. This will become 3, and negative 1, yes, because this is negative 2 plus 1. This will become negative 1, right? So this is, and then negative 1 yung n natin. So magigitong negative. Nakasunod? V negative 1. This is all over negative 1, kaya naging negative to. Kakasunod, ha? Actually, may plus yan dyan. Integral of 1 all over x. 1 over x is just ln of x, no? Plus c. Actually, may plus c naman yan dyan. Ililipat mo yan doon, but it can't be 0. Still c. So, parang c minus c. Hindi natin alam yung c dito sa kabila kung anong value. Parang c1 dito, c2. So, just c. Okay. We can rearrange this again to find the v. Pwede mo itong kasi nasa baba ito, iakyat. No? So, magkakaroon tayo ng yung v natin, aakyat, and at the same time, yung 3 natin, no? Still negative, sabihin natin negative, equals 1 over ln of x plus c. No? Nakasunod, ha? So, mangyayari dito, negative, magiging na lang itong v is equal to 1 all over negative, distribute natin, negative 3 ln of x, distribute, minus 3c. Okay. Tuloy. Dito na nga tayo magsulat. Kinukulang tayo sa... Let me try to open my apps. I forgot to use this one. Dapat ito na lang. Paki-screen capture na lang yan para mayroong makasunod kayo. Or sana nasulat nyo. Okay. Kasi matatakpan siya. Okay? Okay na yung V natin. Wala kayong na-notice na tuloy-tuloy naman siya, right? Do you follow, no? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Wait, nakakasunod kayo. So we have our V here as V equals, nipis naman yan. Makakapag-control Z tayo. Doon di tayo nakakapag-control Z. So we have our V equals 1 all over negative 3 ln of x. No? Basta absolute value yan. Alam nyo na yan. Minus 3c. No? So alam natin na yung V natin is equal to y all over x. Tama? So substitute natin yun dito. So we will have y all over... ano na natin, ha? So pag sinubstitute natin, iaakit na naman natin yung x, magkakaroon tayo dito ng y is equal to x all over negative 3 ln of x minus 3c. Ito na yan. Tingnan natin kung parehas din sa sagot natin. Ayun. Ba? Okay na? Saan na yun? Okay. Yun. Okay. This is now our general solution. Questions? So absolute para sigurado tayo. Try nyo i-solve to. Next. This is the second problem. Yung kanina, saan nyo na lang yun. But this time around, para masiguro natin before we proceed to separation of variables. Try to solve this one here now. dy over dx is equal to xy all over y squared minus x squared. I will give you maybe 5 minutes. Okay. Then screen capture nyo. Send it in our GC. Siguro first three lang. Tingnan natin. Pag may nagsugot ng tatlo, stop na. Mag-flag. Okay? Huwag mo na papakita yung sagot. Mamaya na. Para somehow hindi kayo hindi kayo ma-conscious sa magiging sagot niyo. Isusulat nyo na to para hindi na kayo, kaya nga mas maganda minsan na isinusulat nyo yung mga, let's call this like formula para familiarize kayo, di ba? Yung target natin is you have dy over dx, di ba? Is equal, you should have y over x or x over y kung ano man yung given natin. Then by substitution, you let v be equal to y over x, right? Then you will have here y is equal to vx. Then differential of that, dy over dx by implicit differentiation is equal to x dv over dx plus v. So yan yun. Actually, pwede ako mag-invite dito. Try ko nga mag-invite sa ano natin. Ayaw. Naka-off pala yung microphone ko. Navarrete, are you here? Si Navarrete.
Opo, sir. Nandito po.
Okay, can you click the link, please? Ano ka naman, no? Sige nga, tingnan natin si Navarrete.
Sana pong link.
Ito na. Click mo yung link doon sa message natin.
Sige po, sir. Wait lang.
Okay na? Present tab to make. Asan ka na?
Sir, wala po yung link, parang nag-unsend po.
Dito sa message natin, in-call message.
Wait lang po sir. Kala ko po sa messenger.
Sa message natin. I-open mo yung message natin dito sa Google Meet. Here.
Nabuksan ko na po sir.
Nandito ka na. Sige, try to write. Sige nga, solve mo nga yun. Try to write. O si Eloisa, gusto rin natang sumali. Sige, susunod si Eloisa. Yun muna natin si Kayla. Go ahead, Kayla. Nahiya tuloy si Eloisa. Ito, pen. Ano yung pen? Para matuto ka. Yan, sulat ka na. Yan, no? Rosie. You try to write muna para alam natin kung nagsusulat. Have you tried this one before? Na-try na natin to last time, di ba?
Hindi pa po sir.
Hindi pa ba? In your calculus? No, not yet. Okay, go ahead, write. You can use your mouse, no? You have the control, I think. Yeah, di ba? Now, alam nyo na, yung pakiramdam. Di ba? Ayan, si Miss Kayla nagsusulat. Kumusta? Challenging, no?
Opo sir, mahirap.
Kailangan para, ano, at least, pwede mo nang i-shortcut ng konti para mas mabilis tayo. Tapos mamaya papaliwanag mo na lang. You see, alam mo na palang gumamit yan, no? Miss ko na yan. Okay, sana yung... Nawala na. Saan yung Jamboard natin? Kung nasa napunta na. Nasa Jamboard ka pa ba, Miss? Ano? Nawala sa akin.
Opo sir.
Ituloy mo lang. Ayun. Yun pala. Mas ko nga. Parang hindi nagkakagulo. Meron kanya sa ano man na lang siguro para...
If we solve this equation,
Sa ano yan, sa... Scratch mo na lang para 10, ano na pala 10:15. No? Kulangin tayo sa oras. Do you have already your solution, Miss Kayla?
Sir, hindi pa po tapos eh.
Hindi pa tapos. Sige, bigyan kayo ng 2 minutes. Ulit. Kasi kulangin tayo sa oras. Na pa ba? Malilimutan naman natin yung oras. 10:30 tayo, di ba? 9 to 10:30. Exit ko na to. Doon na lang tayo sa ano. Medyo maano pala yan. Time consuming talaga. Takes so much of our time. Yung answer mali. Saan yun? 1, 2. Yan, dito na pala tayo. Ba't umaakyat? Baba. Okay. Proceed na muna tayo sa susunod nating this lesson. Reserve it as your, parang ano na lang, solve it on your spare time. Okay? It's already 10:18. Kailangan natin matapos to because next week we're going to have a quiz. No? Umpisa natin. Kulangan na naman tayo sa oras. Hello. Narinig niyo pa ako? Naka-off pala yung microphone ko. Can you still hear me?
Yes, sir. Now lang po.
Sila kanina. Naka-mute pala. Okay, so moving on to solving separable equation. So as you can see also in the previous problem, the homogeneous one we use already a separable. Now the concept of the separable just to rearrange the equation so that you will have your y function on the other side and the x function on the other side. So it has to be in this form. So the function of y with your n here is coefficient dy over dx is equal to mx. Now you can just rearrange by putting your dx here on the right side or multiplying this whole equation with dx so that you will have this ny dy and then integrate and then solve for y. Okay. So example, we have determined the general solution of the following DE. Bilisan na lang natin kasi kulang tayo sa oras. Yes. Okay. So this one is obviously dy over dx is equal to 3y squared x squared. So lang naman to. So we will have here 1 all over 3y squared, no? dy is equal to x squared dx. Dali lang naman yan. So integrate both sides. Iano natin. So 1/3 y. Parehas ng ginawa natin kanina. Is equal to dx. Okay. dy. So sunod, ano gagawin natin? We will have let's integrate. Paano natin integrate yan? Anong sagot? Kaya nang magbigay ng sagot kasi ang dali lang naman ito. Then we will check your what's this? We'll check your answer. Sagutan nyo. So ganun lang siya. Labas ka ng labas dyan. Ito pa lang. Anyone? Answer.
Sir, send ko na lang po sa GC yung solution po, sir. Okay lang po.
Go ahead. Sino to? Si last name.
Paklibar po.
Okay, go ahead, Paklibar. Meron na? Clipper, mayroon na? Mayroon na ba?
Sir, submit lang po, sir.
Mostly gagamitin natin tong si parable na to sa hello. Yan, okay. Naka-on pala. Wala ko naka-off. Sa second order. Dito kasi dali lang naman ang first order. Ganyan lang. Differential equation. Ba't ang tagal naman? Tuloy lang to, oh. Tuloy na natin. Basta things parang ganun. Okay, so this is what ang mangyari dito. We will have y minus this we'll have tuloy na natin ang tagal ni Paklibar. Mayroon ka na sagot, Mr. Paklibar? So, negative 2 plus 1, you will have y minus 1, magiging negative 2, no? Because yung negative 1, di ba? Katulad kanina. So, negative 1 third. No? Mayroon kang negative 1 kasi dyan. Equals x cubed all over 3 dx. Wala na pala. dx pa ako dyan. Plus c. Okay? So, just multiply this 1/3. Ibaba, iakyat ko to doon. Babalik kasi. Anuhin natin. So, magkakaroon tayo ng y negative 1 is equal to, iakyat ko to doon, magiging itong x cubed plus 3c. Diba? Magiging na itong quantity. Sorry. Gawin muna natin itong negative. Ganyan. Okay. So, parang inverse lang nito. Then, magiging itong negative. So, magiging itong y. This will become y is equal to 1 all over negative x cubed minus 3c. Okay na? Ayan yun. Natin. Ayan. Yun. Okay. Bakit ngayon ka lang negative? Pwede rin kasi ilalabas mo ito mag-negative. Tama naman, no? Tagal mo kasi, Mr. Paklibar. Okay? Guys, there are questions here. So, next week, we will have our first quiz for differential equation. So, just wait for maybe later or this week, ipopost ko na yon. Makikita nyo na kaagad yung quiz nyo by next, what's this? For next week, ito yung schedule. So, please do follow and adhere with the instruction para wala tayong problema. Then, yes, go ahead kung may question. Kasi hindi ko nakikita yung ano nyo. Hirap ng screen. Nag-iisa lang yung screen natin. Hirap. Sino may question? May nag-raise ng hand? Mali po ba o pwede na? Pwede. Tama na. Ito yung solution natin. Paras naman, di ba? Tama, guys?
Po, sir, kasi po yung sa akin po kasi
Okay naman yan. Ilalabas mo lang to. Pwede naman yan, di ba? Para itong magiging 1 over negative x cubed plus 3c. O ganyan. Ganyan siya. So, ginagay mo rito. Okay na yan. Negative din yan. Di ba ganyan yung sagot mo? O, nauna ako magsagot sa'yo bago ka nag-post eh. Tagal mo.
sir, yung negative x po, nandoon po sa may, ng equal po. Di ba nakalabas po siya?
Alin? Ay, hindi naman ganun. Yung 3 mo, nasaan yung 3? Kasi negative 3 1/3 to, di ba? Negative 1/3 to. So, pag nilagay ko siya dyan, negative din yan. Kasi, di ba, ito siya. Negative y minus 1, nilakyan natin yung 3. Both, right? Then, inverse this one is just the inverse of this one because y raised to negative 1. Then we have negative, so magigitong negative, di ba? So, ganun. So, alin dyan, pwede naman. Kaso wala kang 3c. Di ba? Yung 3c mo nawala. Yung 3 mo. O, pwede naman yun. This one. This one can be considered as c. Kasi constant. 3 times constant is a constant. Walang problema doon. Kasi constant yan. Yung c mo, tama yan. Walang problema. That's correct. Okay? Okay naman yan. Walang problema. 3c is just the same. Kasi ang c dyan is constant variable. Alright? So, nilagyan lang natin kasi kung magkaroon tayo ng particular solution, hindi mo na pwedeng gawing c yan. So, dapat 3c. Kasi isosolve natin yung c. So, substitute mo dyan yung c. Then, di ba? Yan yung purpose niyan. Alright? Nakakaintindi? Kaya nilagay kong ganyan 3c. Kasi kung mag-solve tayo ng particular solution, 3c na yan. Kasi pag sini mo, nawala yung 3. Pag sinolve mo yung 3c mo sa particular solution, iba na. Di ba? Kaya nga minsan makaka-encounter kayo sa textbook na may C1, C2, C3, tapos ginigawang K for this purpose para hindi lang magkalito. So, pwede ko itong gawing C1. So, therefore, C1, 1030 na. C1 is equal to 3c. Di ba? Okay, so just wait for my announcements. Already 10:30. I have a next class. Yeah, I think it's module 1 and module 2, something for module 2. So just wait for the announcement next week or this week. I will announce the quiz in your Brightspace. Update your Brightspace regularly. Then do adhere in your policies. Okay, thank you guys and have a nice day. See you again next week. Or
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you po, sir.
Bless, God bless.